All right. Great. We are live. Well, welcome back to another WCN Live here at the Wilson County News. My name is Kristen Weaver, Director of Operations, and today my guest is...
My name is Nicki Stohr. I'm your county librarian.
So glad to have you today. I'm looking forward to learning about your big event that's happening. It is going to be fun. So hopefully we get a lot of watchers today. You really need to share this video, be part of your community, and know what's happening in our town of Floresville this weekend, because it's big stuff that this little lady here is bringing to us. But before we get started, let me thank our sponsor. We are sponsored today by White Lightning Liquor. They are located at Centerpoint on FM 775 on the way to Lavernia there. You can check them out for all your adult beverage needs and wants, and they do have a really great store there. Enjoy going in. You can find neat gift items and stuff, and Jerry is great. So thank you so much for your sponsorship of WCN Live this week again. All right, and a little bit of housekeeping. So good morning to all of you who are checking in and giving hellos. Thank you for doing that. As a reminder, we ask that you post a comment while we're live. You can say hi, you can ask a question, and we'll follow along and try to answer as best we can. And your posting a comment while we're live gets you into our drawing. Today, Nicki is going to draw a winner from last week's conversation, and they win a C Street gift shop goodie bag. And then I'll share with you what the prize will be for this conversation. So if you would
Just
draw a
one,
winner.
right?
Just one name.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, so our winner from last week's conversation is Diva's Hair Design. Congratulations. Yes, they joined us on the conversation last week when I interviewed Kurt Stry out of Lavernia, Stry Insurance. So, all right, well, congratulations. I will reach out to you on Facebook Messenger later to collect your prize. So, reminding all of you, and thank you so much for everybody. Good morning to Sherry, Jacqueline, Joshua, Heather, and Dr. Sayama Turner. So cool. We've already got some eyes on us today. So that's cool. What you'll win, if Nicki can describe these beautiful little teddy bears.
They were what I call punk cushions from the library. We made little round cushions that kids could pick up, carry around, sit on, but they were well loved, so we upcycled them into teddy bears and a board book to go with each teddy bear.
Look at this cool.
So you actually get a piece of the library.
Yes, it's beautiful. And what love you've brought to the table today.
Oh, just follow instructions. 1, 2, 3.
That's so great. So the lucky winner next week will get this beautiful little prize set here, and we look forward to drawing your name next week. And good morning to Shannon and Christopher for joining us as well. Christopher Bottom, author. So glad to be part of this event.
Yay.
You know who that is. Okay, well, let's get started. As you said, tell us who you are, where you're from.
So I am your county librarian. I've been here about 15 years, and our library is growing by leaps and bounds. So this book festival was my solution to get books into people's hands, because we were basically a book desert, except for your libraries, until just a few years ago. So we are here to...
And what do you mean by that, until just a few years ago? Expand on that.
There was the only place you could get a book, if it wasn't from the library, it was either from Walmart or HEB. That was the only... And you had to drive all the way into San Antonio to get to a bookstore.
That's right.
But we now have bookstores in our county.
That's right.
And I think there's one mobile that goes around.
Neat. Yeah, you're right. In addition to, there's the free little libraries, and then there's like book exchanges and just different things. There is a love for books.
There is. It's still there.
That's good.
And it's not all digital. It's
That's
actually tactile to hold on
That's
to.
absolutely right. There's book clubs even,
Yes.
and maybe you can expand on that later
Yes.
too. Well, so let's talk about the big event. This is your second book festival, and it's happening this Friday and Saturday in Floresville at the Floresville location.
Correct.
Well, so like you said, you created the book festival with a purpose, and that was last year's. You called it a mini. Talk about that. And how did we get to this year?
When I started planning, I was thinking I was going to be good to get the 10 authors maybe that were you either have to live in Texas, be from Texas, or your book has to be about Texas. It kind of just grew from there. I was kind of astounded last year. There is an application process. I was astounded last year when we had 80 applicants for what I was thinking was going to be 10 slots,
Right.
but we were only able to get 30 tables in the library last year, and then 10 tables were outside in the heat, in the rain. So
Oh boy.
this year we have dropped the word mini from the title
No longer mini.
because we're up to 70 plus authors that's somewhere on the property.
Wow, that's
So
incredible.
it's just growing.
Yeah, that is pretty amazing. And tell us, it was also very well attended last year.
Yes.
It was a 2-day event last year as well.
Correct. I had somebody at the door that was sitting with the
Yeah.
door counter with a clicker, because we don't have usually if you break a beam, it counts like a door count. So I had a staff member sit there with a clicker, and we clicked off almost 500 people in the 2 days.
That's incredible.
Which is a good number for
It's
us.
very good. Yeah. So happy to hear all these people getting over to the library and using it and seeing what we have there, because it's really such a nice amenity for our community. So let's talk about the authors. And I know they're coming. There's many that are actually coming from out of town. So tell us about the authors we can expect to meet.
So this, every year, I've noticed every year it has a different flavor of who wants to come. Last year we had a lot of self-published people. I had several children's books. This year our flavor, if you will, is biographical and devotional. But there's still children's books, there's poetry books. The only thing I don't have, and I really don't like to talk about what I don't have true crime.
Oh.
That's the only one. I know that's a popular topic, but
Yeah.
there will be others that I think that they will like.
Wow, neat. And tell us a little about maybe where they're coming from, like how far some of these authors are coming from, a little bit about that.
We have some as far away as Dallas and Houston and Port Aransas, but we have several that I would never have thought our little community would have had so many authors from Wilson County.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I don't have that specific number with me, but
Neat.
I'm floored to hear, well, I'm from Elmendorf, I'm from
Yeah.
Schertz area. But for them to be around us, there's quite a bit of people who are authors in their own right here.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yes, and Nancy's joining us, and Linda Downs, great. Nancy says C Street Gift Shop sells local interest books. That's true. And we have the recycled. That's very true. And then just down the street from C Street Gift Shop is the Blue Bonnet bookstore, and they are, gosh, I've heard, anyway, so you have to get down to our downtown area for the wonderful library and all of the other, explore us some more. Anyway, sorry, got off on a tangent. What activities do you have planned? So when we get to the event, we will we're going to check in and we get to be part of the event. There's an actual
Yes.
thing that you do.
I have it set up that as soon as you walk in the front door, please ask for your author scavenger hunt. So because we have so many, it's an 8x10 piece of paper that we're encouraging you to visit all of the authors. They will be asked to do a scribble or a check mark or initial. But once you get that, once you visited everybody that's on the property, because we've had to expand to some other classrooms across our garden, that come back before you leave, clip off the bottom, and your name gets entered into a drawing. The Friends of the Library is basically our big sponsor for this event, and they've also given us money to purchase a $250 gift card that you don't have to be present to win. We will find you to get you that gift card.
Wow. Okay, so you said how many authors again are we going to get to meet? 70?
I think we're at the 70 or
70.
71 mark.
Okay, so we get to the library, we check in at the main area and get our paper to do the scavenger hunt. And about how many do you think you're going to have in the main part of
In
the
the
library?
main library, we have room for 56.
Wow.
I call them like it's a pop-up market.
Yeah.
So the friends are providing the table and the
Oh,
chairs.
nice.
So
Yeah.
the authors just need to bring their person,
Yeah.
their supplies, and however they want to handle the book sales. All transactions are between them.
Right.
The library doesn't take anything of the price. The Friends don't ask for a deposit or charge for the space.
That's good.
And then we've also have scheduled, we have 2 reading nooks where we have 2 nice wingback chairs that authors can sit, and we're going to give you 30 minutes to read aloud.
Fun.
In 2 separate sections.
Okay.
I think we have a few that are scattered across the garden, but mostly across the garden is a panel discussions. So what I did with several of the authors who are returning, they had their 20-30 minutes last year. So this year I'm going to put them on a panel. I've grouped them together so that way they can have maybe 10 minutes to share something out of their work, and then they can do panel discussions in one of the classrooms.
In the classrooms, okay. So then out down the wing there's like a corridor that you go to for these other classrooms, all in that annex area. So you don't have to leave. It'll be a nice little stroll and get to see the beautiful garden, which
But
is
we're
just
not done
amazing.
there. We're not done there.
Okay.
Friday afternoon, I made contact with a foundation out of Austin called Math Happens.
Okay.
They have given me some of their tools to design. It's called bubble tiles that they've given us that we can put out in the garden. We have some child-sized portable picnic tables, the tables and chairs, so the kids can sit there and play. And it's in a safe environment, so if parents or older siblings want to talk to the authors inside, kids can be outside building.
Yeah.
If you're willing to do that separation. That's on Friday, and then on Saturday, the master gardeners who take care of our garden space, they want to do a hands-on activity about pollinators.
How cool.
So we have something going on Friday and something going on Saturday for the kids out in the garden.
That's neat. And being, like, just to kind of circle back on the 2 days, so you can do the scavenger on Friday as well? It's like the same thing happening both days. Okay.
And there are some where, because of everybody's schedule, an author may not have been able to come on Friday, but could come on Saturday. We preferred that they come both days so they can get the maximum exposure. But if something happened and we had to split the table time with them, there are a few tables that split, which is why our numbers is higher than our actual table space.
Well, fascinating. That just sounds like so much fun. Great. Anything else to describe or explain for this weekend's event?
I'm just amazed how many authors we can. This is going to sound bad. We're literally stuffing them in the building, but this is the only way that I could think to get the word out that we want to get these books to you.
Yeah, that's incredible. Just incredible. Well, with that in mind, do you have ideas for next year's book festival?
Yes, yes. There is a process that we go through that we will open up in September to get ready for next in 2027. What I would like to do is take the the reader's copies that authors give us to review. I would like to take them around Wilson County and post something similar to a game of Where Am I? If you can identify the background, we might come up with a prize.
Oh, that sounds fun.
And we'd also like to start creating a book club for the book festival that we will have the authors' books available for checkout, or if they wanted to go buy the book before the event, then they could get the book signed at the event, and then we could hold book discussions throughout the year.
That sounds like such a great idea, and what a way to just like expand on the festival being beyond just the 2 days.
We hope so.
Yeah,
we hope so.
That is really cool. Yeah, thanks for joining us, Serena and Sherry, and I see Tammy Thornton is watching, so post a comment so you can get into our comment contest. Okay, well, I mean, the library is just so, you just constantly have activities going on. Like, tell us about, it's summertime, so that's usually what the topic is when we think of summer and the library. It's summer reading, right? Tell us what's going on.
We are ready to kick off summer reading, and all of our events are free. We don't charge for our events. Summer reading has 2 parts to it. One part is the activities, such as the book festival, that you can come and visit. And then the other part is your actual read time. We are one of the few libraries that count time We don't count pages, we don't count
Okay.
titles, we count your time. That's the only same increment that we could
Yeah.
have come up with. So our theme this year is Unearth a Story, which we took to being dinosaurs. So I brought the tiny T-Rex with me.
I gotta show him the tiny
He's
T-Rex.
my favorite for the summer, and he actually came out of the dinosaur kit number 4.
Oh,
That's the one that he actually came out of.
that is really cute.
Again, as long as you have a library card, these items are free to check out.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, our calendar is full. We're partnering with Camden's Adventure Zone to have, there's a bilingual story time coming up. We're partnering with the city of Lavernia to do story times there.
Yeah.
We also have story walks in all of the major parks in Wilson County,
Wow.
where as you start, you
I've
walk
seen
around, and by the
that.
time you get done walking the walk, you've read a full picture
I
book.
think I noticed that at Hilton Nature Park.
Hilton Park,
And
Lavernia City Park, Stockdale City Park,
nice.
and I think that's it.
Cool.
I'm probably missing
Yeah.
one. My favorite is the Stockdale Park because it borders a splash pad.
Oh.
So when the splash pad is working,
Yeah.
and during the summer in the heat, by the time you go play in the splash pad, by the time you walk the walk, you will be dry to
Right.
get home, to drive home.
What a
So
great
that's the way
concept.
that it goes. But there's other things. I made a list,
Yeah,
so if I get bored, if you get bored, let me know.
Well, I think it's a good time just to remind people too, and that the core library here in Floresville, that was like that is the main library. It's been here for a very long time, and then you have these satellite branches
do.
through all of the communities.
We do.
So
We even just took over the archives, the Historical Commission archives. Under its
Okay.
organization is under us now as well.
So the archives, that's located right here downtown on C Street. And then in Lavernia, you're at
Camden's Adventure Zone. We have a
And that's off 775. Okay.
Stockdale's is off of Main Street next to their city hall.
Right.
So
Good.
we are all over. The only place I
Yeah.
don't have representation is Poth. So
Oh, okay.
if something ever comes up in that
Yeah.
area, we'll sure to be
Yeah.
looking for us there.
Awesome.
So some of our old favorites are returning, let me say it that way.
Okay.
We have annually, this is our Stuffy Sleepover, is usually always the last Friday in June, and what that is you, kids or adults or teens, bring their stuffy to the library, they check him in just like you would a hotel overnight stay, you create a photo album, and then the stuffy stays with us and you get to go home.
Right.
The kids, you don't spend the night with us, just your stuffy. And then when you return on Saturday, or if you have to wait till Monday to pick it up, then you can look at the photo album and see all the new friends your stuffy has made.
Oh,
I think this is year number 12, I
Gosh.
think.
What a concept.
Miniature golf is returning
Oh,
the end of the
neat.
year. The owner of the company, who comes from New England area, assures me that he can get 21 holes of golf into our 11,000 square feet building. And so if you like to play miniature golf, this is the only event that we charge money for, because we split the pot with the Friends and St. Jude's Children's Hospital.
Okay.
Murder Mystery is coming back, so if you like to play the whodunits, it's
Right.
fully scripted. It'll be the 13th, the week after. Cookie camps
Okay.
are coming to Lavernia and Stockdale, so if you like to learn how to decorate cookies, Miss Mandy will be there for you. I'm trying to think what else is new. Oh, we always do the take and make crafts, so it's like a grab and go.
Okay.
So you just pop
Yeah.
in, take it, and you can go and then
Fun.
make it
Yeah.
home later.
Very engaging.
We always do weekly story times. We have weekly baby play dates, and we have family game nights. So, and there's more, but
Yeah.
I'm sure
Well,
you guys are
and-
tired of hearing about mine.
Yes, and I'm reminded too, and just kind of back, thank you all for continuing to comment and put some good information out here. And thank you, Stephanie and Christopher, Candace, Nanette shared the library's website, which I want to talk about. And it does sound like it's going to be a lot of fun. Okay.
It's packed.
It is.
It's
But you
packed.
can learn a wealth of information, and your website is very invaluable as well to, being able to check books out.
We try.
Yeah,
try.
it's very helpful for that, to be able to find the titles, and even if they're at other libraries, to get them to where it's convenient for you to even pick them up from. So that
And
works out really well.
The latest thing that's real popular is the downloadables. So we're getting more and more options for downloadables through what we pay for as a service through our library and what the state library is providing to people who have a library card. So it doesn't cost anything for a library. You just have to prove you live in the state of Texas.
Nice.
That's the only thing you have to do with us.
Yeah. All right. Well, is there anything else on your list that we need to share before we circle back to reminding everybody about the book festival?
No, just I need to remind everybody that both the summer reading program and the book festival are sponsored by the Friends of the Wilson County Public Libraries.
Great.
And they're always looking for people to come and help and become members, because ultimately the library is yours.
Yeah. Sweet. And how would they do that?
You just have to contact them. There will be people there Friday and Saturday who are friends that would love to talk to you.
Awesome. So yeah, you got to come this weekend, and that would be a great way
There
to
you go.
connect. Good point. Oh, thank you for sharing that too, Nanette. The Facebook for the Wilson County Public Libraries. So,
Correct.
And they're tagged on the description of our video today too. Well, good. So yes, so remember the second book festival is happening this Friday and Saturday at the Floresville location here. And come check it out and meet all these wonderful authors.
There's a lot.
Enjoy the library and all of its form, how it's going to be transformed into this book festival. So looking forward to sharing some of this in the Wilson County News for those that participate. We want to do that. And but before we end that, good question from Sharon Pullman here. So the county doesn't matter, and I think she's talking in terms of what you mentioned about the
Where you live?
yes.
No, the way the Floresville Charter was really written back in the 1940s is we have to give everybody who lives in the state of Texas a library card.
Wow.
You still have to observe the same rules where, you know, if you have if anything goes over $5, then you have a fine and you're blocked from using our items.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter where you live
Neat. Pretty
in
neat.
Texas.
Well, very cool. And some more engaging comments. So let me recognize Nancy says, yes, that she loves the super clever creative ideas from the libraries. So many things happening, and that was in response to the stuffy sleepovers.
Oh, yeah.
And Rachel says that last year's Tea Time Murder Mystery Games was so much fun.
Okay.
Chris Mullen, good to hear from you. Looking forward to the book festival this weekend. And he's one of your authors?
Yes.
Chris Mullen. Yeah,
Yes.
very good. Awesome. Okay, well, I guess that wraps it up.
That's all that I have. I'm just excited to see all these people who are either returning or new.
Yes.
Because, I mean, we still have people calling me yesterday wanting to be able to come, and I'm like,
all these
I don't have any
authors.
more table space. We are crammed.
Yeah. Well,
So-
congratulations.
Well, thank you.
That's-
Like I said, I was really...
Don't be nervous. It's going to be amazing. Just look what you've done. So we thank
easier
you.
said than done.
I know. We thank you for this. Thanks for coming and sitting down. Nanette says looking forward to the book festival, and she really enjoyed, I know, the Tea Time Murder Mystery as well. And Sherry says don't forget about the ice cream freeze off.
Bryce, yes, that's usually our ending, but because
Yeah.
of where 4th of July falls,
Yeah.
it's been shuffled around. So our ice cream freeze off is homemade ice cream taste testing. I don't remember how many we had last year, but we've always been in the teens to the different flavors that you
Yeah.
can taste test from, and I can't really call it a blind taste test because the person who made the ice cream is serving it. You just get to vote on your favorite because we have a special spoon that's a different color that you drop that spoon into a number, and that number is assigned to a flavor.
Okay.
I know for myself, I was either going to use Thomas Jefferson's ice cream recipe out of the Library of Congress, or I found a dinosaur flavor that all of my friends on my personal Facebook page told me to do the dinosaur one. So,
Cute. Sounds fun.
so Sherry, the challenge is on
Yeah.
because I'm going to win.
All right. Well, y'all stay tuned to what's going on at the Wilson County Public Libraries, and again, hoping everybody gets out to the book festival Friday and
so.
Saturday. And thank you so much for coming and sharing all of this wonderful information with us.
Well,
Always
thank you
enjoy
for
having
inviting.
you. Yeah. And let me circle back and thank our sponsor today. We are sponsored by White Lightning Liquor, and they're located at Centerpoint, which is on FM 775 between here and Lavernia. You can check them out for all their adult beverages, wants and needs. They really have a great store, and it's a good visit. So thank you so much, Jerry, for your sponsorship of WCN Live. Thank you all for joining us and for all your engaging conversation today, and hope that you'll come back again next Wednesday. We'll be here again at 10 a.m. And thanks. See you then.
Thank you.